This is the introduction to narrative writing. We're going to be talking about the biblical foundations of storytelling. We're going to start off with the biblical principle. In biblical principled approach education, there are key principles that we use as a guideline for our lessons. And the first principle is God's principle of individuality. This principle is all about God. All of our subjects and all of our lessons will begin with the principles of God and relating it to the subject. So in this lesson, we have writing and storytelling is God's idea. That's where we begin. Where does writing begin? It begins with God. He wrote the greatest narrative of all time and for all people that has ever been told. He modeled the purpose of writing, and he modeled how to best communicate hope to the world through storytelling. If you've read the Bible, you know that it's filled with some incredible stories about what God did and how he works in and through people. Our writing should reflect the sentiments and aesthetics of God's mind and heart for people and his creation. Our writing should be creative, beautiful, good, uplifting, and worthy of praise. It should reflect truth about God, man, and creation. It should be relatable and redemptive. These are the principles that we're going to start off with that make the foundation of this course. Now, for this lesson's assignment, we're going to focus on these principles and what they mean. So you're going to look up Philippians 4, 8 through 9, Colossians 3, 1 through 2, Matthew 12, 35 and 36, and you're going to be looking specifically to explain what types of stories we should write. Now, if this course was centered on you, the writer, you would write whatever you wanted with however you're feeling in whatever you know. But this course is about writing from a biblical perspective, and we need to research what the Bible says about writing in order to know what types of stories we should write. And then you're going to look up the following words in Webster's 1828 dictionary. It's available online if you don't have one at home. And you're going to write a short version of the definitions for each. If you don't have an 1828 dictionary in your home, I highly recommend that you get one. This is what it looks like. It is big, thick, and very heavy, but so fun to use, and the kids really enjoy looking up words in this dictionary. Plan the names and descriptions of each character, the location and time of year or day, and the main events in your story. So on your assignment, you can put the names of your character. Bob, we can just say friend. If it's a sibling or a cousin, you can write that. Jane is also a friend. So these are two friends in the story, and I want you to have at least two characters. Then for the setting, we can put beach, Maui, summer, day. We want to put as many details for the setting as possible. And then for the plot, your three main things: what happened at the beginning, what happened in the middle, and what happened at the end. So they built a sandcastle, then the waves washed it away. That was the problem. Usually the problem is in the middle of the story, and the solution is at the end. So they rebuilt a better castle, and I'm going to give a title to my story, Sandcastles in Maui. And I'll go ahead and put my name. And then you can use this space right here to write your story. And remember, you're going to start your first sentence with the sentence frame from the elements of a narrative graphic. You're going to do one day, once upon a time, or in a blank. So we're just going to start with the easy one. One day, Bob and Jane, who were friends, decided to build a sandcastle at the beach on their Maui vacation. So here in this one sentence, I have the characters, Bob and Jane, a description of who they are. The setting is a beach and Maui, and a little bit about the plot, built a sandcastle. And that's the beginning of my story. So you would model your first sentence after this one, and then you would finish the rest of your story. And that's it for the entire week. So let's go back to the lesson. You researched scriptures and definitions from the dictionary. You looked at the elements of a narrative graphic, and now you're writing your story. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.